streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, it's revolution. Out on the streets, they are talking about a revolution. Out on the streets, it's revolution.
A revolution is upon us. Hey guys, what's going on? Payne here once again, and thanks for joining me for a brand new career mode with Manchester United. This time, it's on FIFA 15. Of course it is. It's just landed here in the UK. Let's brush aside FIFA 14. Let's roll up those sleeves and get down to business, because FIFA 14 kind of left a bitter taste in my mouth. I never won the Premier League trophy with Manchester United, and that annoyed me. I never got the chance, always came up short. It was always Chelsea winning it. Well, not anymore. In this series, I plan to be in the face of the opposition, scoring as many goals as possible, and just being damn right better. Now, I'm sure you're all aware of the new signings for Manchester United in real life. They're all in this career mode save as well. You've got Falcao, Di Maria, Herrera, Blind, Luke Shaw, Rojo. They're all there, and I can't wait to get going. We've got the quality, especially when it comes to the attack side of things for Manchester United. There are two positions, though, that really needs strengthening for United now, as well as in real life. A new centre-half is needed. Someone that's experienced, someone that can come in and make an impact straight away and not having to wait for them to develop over time. We can't be doing with that. We need someone that's going to give us instant performances on that pitch. Now, as you guys can see here, I did receive my first scout report from my assistant manager. It's a bit obvious that Manchester United, they need a new central midfielder. Okay, I'm happy with that, but looking at that list of possibilities, not realistic for me, I'm afraid. I mean, I won't be going for Steven Gerrard or Frank Lampard. But the first thing I want to address is actually the centre-half issues that we've got going on there. So you'll see that a bit later on in this episode. Now, pre-season friendlies, our first game will be played at Old Trafford against Cesena. Our next pre-season friendly after that is away at the Allianz against Bayern Munich. That's huge. And then we finish up our pre-season at Old Trafford against Atalanta. That'll be a good fixture. I'm looking forward to playing that. With my pre-season friendlies, I'll probably just show you guys the goals. I'm not going to be showing you in-depth highlights. And then we kick off the new Premier League season against Swansea. I believe it's exactly the same fixtures as it is for Manchester United in real life. As you can see, QPR and then Leicester and then West Ham. And that ends the month of September. There will be no Champions League, just like real life. So I'm seeing that as a slight challenge, qualifying for the Champions League for next season. Now, formation. It's a huge topic when it comes to Manchester United lately in real life. Who's going to be playing where? And how's it going to work out for the team? As you can see, the default is the 4-4-2 diamond, which Van Gaal is using in real life, where you can see Wayne Rooney slipping into that central attacking mid-role with Van Persie and Falcao up front. Then you've got that defensive midfielder in Blind. You could possibly play Fletcher or Michael Carrick there. And then you've got your wingers, Di Maria, Mata maybe on the left or the right. I think he can play there. And Valencia, you know, I just can't wait to get further into this season, into this career mode, see what sort of challenges are going to come up for me when it comes to selection with the team, because there's so many quality players to choose from at the moment. And I'm sure there'll be a few injuries along the way. I don't want to speak too loudly. Maybe some players picking up a red card here and there. So it's going to be all about rotation this season. So I could stick with Van Persie up front with Falcao, leave it at that as my two main strikers, maybe have Rooney up front with Van Persie, and then have Mata drop in behind. We're going to be going through all of that throughout this season, guys, and I hope you look forward to it as much as I do. Now, seeing that I've started a brand new career on FIFA 15, they have given me the option to have the 60% added onto my transfer budget. I have got a budget of 52.8 million to be spending, and I'm not really going to be using all of it because I'm pretty happy with the team that I've got here. I did go after Diego Godin here. You can see me putting in an offer for 24.5 mil. Madrid came back and they said, well, we've put a price tag on of 30 mil, so I pushed it up to 28.5. I did receive an offer then from Atletico Madrid for Juan Mata. Rejected. I want to keep Mata in the team. Chelsea with an offer for Wayne Rooney. Why they would want him, not too sure, because they've got some quality players in their team already. They put in an offer for 39.5. Now, I was always going to reject that. Rooney is my captain for this season. I offered Godin a contract worth 150 grand a week. Look at this as well. Liverpool coming in with a 32 million offer for Juan Mata. Just ridiculous. I'm never going to accept that. Swansea City. This was interesting because I was thinking, well, shall I get rid of Fellaini? But then I thought, no, you know what? I'm going to hold on to every player that I've got in this team and work with them and kind of evaluate them, if you know what I mean, and then decide whether I want to get rid of them or keep them on at United. Now, as you can see, Manchester United have completed the deal to see Diego Godin make his move from Madrid to Manchester. He came for the sum of 28.5 mil. He's on 150,000 a week for 2 years, so I'll probably have to renew his contract somewhere down the line. Now, the reason I brought in Diego Godin, as I mentioned earlier on in this episode, is because he is pretty much in his prime at the age of 28. He's a top quality centre-half who I'm confident could come to Old Trafford and put in some world-class performances. Now, believe it or not, this is my first game on the full version of FIFA 15 with Manchester United. It was against Cessna. It was our pre-season friendly at Old Trafford, and I gotta say, the atmosphere, even though I didn't get to see the cinematics of the players coming out, I think it's because I've got the names scrolling across the bottom. I think I've got that option on. I think maybe I need to turn it off because I want to be seeing the players come out the tunnel. So anyway, it's just a pre-season friendly. You know, it's not a huge game, but hearing the crowd chant 20 times, so realistic. FIFA has just got real. It's brilliant, and it's certainly got me in the mood for scoring goals because Januzaj got United off to a great start in this game. 1-0 up within 3 minutes gone. It was perfectly taken. That was indeed a finesse shot. And just look at Januzaj's character model as well. EA have done a world-class job on that, scanning his face and just getting all of his mannerisms correct. He's got the number 11 shirt. Great goal. And just look at the graphics right now. Look at his hair. You can see pretty much every strand and some of his gel that he's got in there to create that funky look. So with that, United had that 1-goal advantage over Cessna in this friendly. Rooney could see Valencia making the run a bit later on down the right side. I went for the shot, very tight angle, right across the front of goal. Keeper did save, but he couldn't hold on to it as it came back out. And of all people, Mata, he's not the tallest guy on the pitch, still managed to get to that, putting the ball into the back of the net. So United found themselves 2-0 up in this pre-season friendly within 24 minutes gone. But Cessna did manage to claw a goal back. It was such a powerful shot. De Gea couldn't even hold on to it. Pushing it up into the air, it dropped behind him. Darren Fletcher was chasing it down and almost got a toe to it to deflect it away to stop it from going in, but it did. And they found themselves back in the game. And look at that as well. The ref came over to Fletcher, booked him for a previous challenge made before the ball went into the goal. And just so disappointing. I wanted to try and keep a clean sheet in this game. But I suppose for me, it was just an extra incentive then to go on and maybe grab a couple of more. Rooney found Robin van Persie in the second half. In space, trying to pull away from his man. He did eventually. Well, I suppose he was still chasing him down. But Van Persie moved away. And look at that, the interaction with the corner flag. Van Persie making it 3-1. I did get a free kick here. It was Mata that went down. I did give it to Van Persie, 20 yards out, struck the ball low and hard, and it went in. Manchester United 4-1 up. Cessna, as you can see, did receive a red card for that challenge on Mata. So they wouldn't be too happy about that, but I suppose at the end of the day, it's just a friendly. You know, there's nothing on the line, but what a great finish by Robin van Persie. Just striking the ball with such venom. not really sure whether the keeper could have done something about that. I mean, the ball did go off his knee and then change direction, making it harder for him to maybe swat the ball away. And I did think after I scored that 4th goal that that would be it. And Cessna would probably park the bus, if anything, and just defend for the rest of the game and make sure that they didn't concede any more goals. But you know what? Fair play to them. They kept fighting. They kept coming back at United, and they did eventually get another goal. They made it 4-2. Nika with a perfectly timed shot. De Gea just stood there and let that one go in as it curled around him into the back of the net. But Rooney put them back in their place in the 88th minute. He'd been wanting to score throughout the whole of this game and eventually got himself on that score sheet, making it 5-2 to United. What a first game it was for me on FIFA 15 with Manchester United. Some great goals were scored, and our next game will be United's biggest challenge so far this season. Even though it's a friendly, it will be against FC Bayern Munich at the Allianz. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. Do stay tuned, as you will be able to see that in the next episode. Thank you all for watching, for tuning in, not just for this brand new season, but for my past seasons as well. I really do appreciate all your support, guys. If you didn't know already, you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. The links can be found in the description below. If you haven't done already, hit that subscribe button, because there is more FIFA 15 content on the way. And it's not just going to be with Manchester United. Oh no. So you're just going to have to stay tuned, guys, to find out. Anyway, once again, that's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching.